はい、こんにちは。ディスコエリジウムザファイナルカット続きをプレイしていきます。前回、これですね。フィラメントメモリーオフサイトコピー。こちらを手に入れました。注意、このフィラメントに記録されている情報をラジオコンピュータで読み取ることができる。これはなんか読み取ったら、ラジオコンピュータで読み取ったら壊れちゃいそうな言いっぷりだったから、ちょっとここでチラ見するのは、チラ見するのは怖いから制作スケジュールだけ見てみようか。
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
もう一度再生を押す。
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's plane.
まだ100歳のおばあちゃん。はい。
This is a...
はい。試したいパスワード。アフターライフです。これも一緒なんだ。
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else?
とりあえず以上だ。
Thank you and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
印刷を押す。
With a quiet determination, the printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
印刷物を読む。
It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Wirral Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
資金について。
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Riyal, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Riyal, with only half of the game finished. 400,000 Riyal? You're my yo. These guys knew how to party.
たまげた、これだけの金をどこから調達してたんだ。
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor.
人員について。
Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. But on the other hand, their obligations were piling up at an inhumane rate, a rate that could only be amended by Pyrrolidon.
よくわからないが、とりあえず制作スケジュールとやらに目を通す。
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
何があったんだ？
It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million Riyal game with 400,000 in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't.
なるほど。つまり奴らは自らの野望で身を滅ぼしたんだな。
No. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
ああ、神戸の谷って女の人も言ってたね。なんだと？
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Suliswaf Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
正気の沙汰とは思えん。そいつらは何者だったんだ。
The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again.
頭はいくつあった？
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
それ一つ一つにキャラクターボイスを当てようとしてたの？それで一体何通りの組み合わせができるんだ？
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
いや、知りたい。そこまで大それた結果じゃないだろう。おい、ちょっとわかんないっす。どうするこれ。下が見えない。なんでこんな半端な数字が。ざっくりうんまん件とかでいいんだけど、もううんまんって話じゃないもんな、これ。ごめんなさい。もういいです。これホイールでしかスクロールできないのよ。やばい。あ、いける？あ、いけた。よかった。よくないけど。
The lieutenant taps his foot impatiently, his arms folded tight against his chest. He's dying for a cigarette. Come to think of it, you are too.
まだ続くの？俺はなんてことをしてしまったんだ。助けてください。止まらないです。もうやめてくれ。あ、とここまでよかった。
That's it.
つまりこのせいで会社が破綻したということか。そういうことにしとこうもう。
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
データロスね。でももともと40万の、資金で400万のものを作ろうとしていたのであれば、データロスがあったところでって気はするけどね。なかったら、データロスしなかったらクリアじゃないや。開発が完了したのかっていうと、って感じだけどな。まあいいや、とりあえずなんだって？
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness before the Egonian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the Wirral Untethered project was being compiled that day.
で、その異常とやらのせいでデータが空中で消えちまったっていうのか？
When the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
ゲームのコピーはなかったのか？バックアップとかいうやつだ。
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the offsite copy happened to be onsite when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the offsite copy and, well, keep it offsite. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
なんて書いてあるんだ？
S. Lukanen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The offsite copy was onsite because there was no offsite anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
あまり納得のいく言い訳じゃないな。
her former colleagues would agree with you. She's right, actually. Nothing wrong with keeping this type of filament memory in a fridge.
やっぱり温度が大事なんだな。ってことは、オフサイトコピーはここで見ずに彼女に渡してこようか。リードプログラマーは他にも何か書き残しているか？
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
最後に書かれたメモを読む。
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye.
そこに教会があったと。
Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said.
印刷物を捨てる。
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
立ち去りますか。よし。どうしようか。あれ、ちょっと待って。取った？あ、取ってないな。
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
制作スケジュールを取り出
Filament
す。
lights out of its glowing nest.
オフサイトコピーは大事に使わずに。あれこれ下いけない。あれ下いけないよ。なんで？こっちか。いや、バーベル悔しいな。11って。こっからワープできないかな。あ、いけそう？いけそう。よし。
Yes, what is it?
取ってくるように頼まれたオフサイトコピーなんだが、
Yes?
持ってきたぞ。
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
この後はどうするんだ？
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
こいつから一体何を得ようとしてるんだ？
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that.
うん。機械の働きと違う。次は何だ？
Sona doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I
あっ
found it.
た。見つけた。どこだ？
Hold on.
俺に何かできることはないだろうな。
Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost.
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
おう。座標を割り出せたのか？
I found the coordinates.
She's beaming. You can feel it in your heart. Great job.
やったな、おい、おめでと
Thank you.
う。あら、素直。してどこにあったんだ？あんたの探していた世界に開いた2ミリの穴は。
There. In the swallow.
教会の反対側の橋？
Think you can help me again?
もちろんだ。は
I need you to go move those water bolts for me.
い
I
は
need
い。
to double check my calculations.
You like moving things around. Moving things around is calming.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bolt 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bolt 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
難しい注文だな。もちろん任せておけ。
Thanks.
3を左に2、4を右に5。3左に4右に5。3ってどれ？
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. Oh boy, this is going to be good.
おう。左から3つ目のボールを3を左に2、4を右に5。この2つだね。うん。
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor.
こぼれちゃった。
The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up
Also.
from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all.
Yes, what is it?
言われた通り水の入ったボールを正しい位置に移動させたぞ。次は何だ？
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
どうしたんだ？
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones.
ヘッドホンのミュートを解除するだけ。
If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
うん。待て、そもそもなぜヘッドホンをミュートにしてあるんだ？
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
ひたすら静寂が流れていただけで、他の音は何もしないんじゃないのか？
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know.
怖い
It
な。
could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
なんだ？
I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart.
深く考えすぎだ。
Maybe I'm just tired.
確かに怖いが向き合うより他ない。
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
ミュート解除。
The lieutenant takes a step back.
何が聞こえるのか、もしくは何も聞こえないのか。
And then, nothing. Nothing happens as Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary.
何か聞こえるか？
She doesn't answer. her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone.
どうなんだ？
Damn it.
え？どうしたって言うんだ？何か聞こえたのか？
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
次？
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
何も起こらなかったとはどういう意味だ？吸音口の位置は特定できたのか？
No,
え？
no. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
おう。近く。近く、マイナス1だって。近く、靴。あれ、意外と近くないね。帽子いかんのか。で、これ。オッケー、これでプラに。
Yes, what is it?
頼む。
Everything
よ
disappeared.
し。
You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes.
これはどういうことだ？
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
そうな、ヘッドホンを外す。もっといい音響システムが必要なだけだとしたらどうする？
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
もしや。あの4人組？
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
ああ、だがスピーカーの件はあいつらに協力を頼めるかもしれないぞ。
You mean the speed freaks? Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
ここに越してくることを認めてやりさえすれば力を貸してくれると思うぞ。
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
よし、そうしたらあいつらと話をしてくる。
Sure. Let me know how it goes.
よーし。
Officer?
そうなの、プロジェクトを手伝え。ふんふんふん。いいぞ。あれなんだこれ。開かれたままの祈祷書。なんか変わりがあるのかな？特にか。 石に黄色い苔。
Hello again.
うん。共感。共感か。これね、伝説級だから、ちょっとやそっとじゃ無理なんだよな。食うの。食うののこれは何だったっけ、そもそも。クープリスランジュのエンジン始動液。
Hi again. So, goodbye, officer. Huh? I see you're here again. Off sign, man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
今はどうだ、制限は合ってきたか？
Nah. You heard me.
ダメだ。制限はどうすれば合うんだい？そういうタスクもあるよね。ノイドと制限をシンクロさせろ。まあ。
Hi again. So, how things going?
また教会の話をしに来たんだ。
Yes? What's the deal?
ついにソーナを説得したぞ。プロジェクトのためにスピーカーを貸すという条件付きでな。
We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of Nordic dance music.
彼女の研究が終わるまでの数週間はスペースを共有してもらうことになる。
That's fine. We can manage.
おう。
And you're still sure about keeping our little side business, right?
ああ、違法なハーブラボのことか。いかがわしい悪事は許さない。教会にあっていいのは愛とアノードダンスミュージックだけだ。
Fine. We can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
テントを去る。あ、なんもなくなった。なんもなくなったね。いる。DJ ブースみたいのもあるし。
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here?
1000人。
10,000.
1万人無理でしょ。
Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too. Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honors, detective?
アンドレ、お前はどんな名前がいいと思う？
The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Yes, you should do it, detective.
私？
It would be good for the signs. Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
エーシル、何かいい名前はないか？
How about something simple, like the club?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
エッグヘッド、お前ならいろいろ案があるだろ
Yakokata! Yakokata! The place to be!
う。家コカターか。
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe.
ダメですって。
That's too morbid, eh?
Hardcore! Hardcore does in nega! No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
ノイド、君の意見を聞かせてくれないか？
The amnesia.
健忘症？
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, amnesia.
Amnesia! It's not amnesia, guys.
そうな、何か考えはあるか？
I don't.
あら、
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
キムは
I wouldn't build a club and I wouldn't name it.
非協力的2人。
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
こんな名前はどうだろうか。
You have? Well,
あ、やっぱそうなるんだね。なんとなくそんな気はしてたよ。ディスコエリジウム。ディスコエリジウムだ。
like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
The past is the future, but the future is dead!
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be. And short. And memorable.
It's settled then.
うん、
Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
いいね。じゃあ決まりね。みんな今日からここはディスコエリジウムよ。出来上がりました、ディスコエリジウム。
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the
ダン
name.
ス踊ってる。
Someone turns up the beat.
地味に踊ってる。何をしているんだ、アンドレ。
I'm dancing!
話をしよう。お前の言うダンスというものについて話がしたい。
Yes, my man.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves? Audio waves thump against your ribcage.
踊れって言って
The
る？
speaker setup makes everything sound much better. But there's a noticeable lack of something.
才覚か。ずっと気になってたんだが、この髪型は何なんだ？
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes. But it looks like he's balding.
君にとっては個性的でいることが大切なのか？
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'll just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes.
ハゲているからこその髪型。まあ、そこは触れてあげないであげようよ。なるほど。
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway,
うん、才覚ね。才覚上げる、まあ、その装備結構あった気がするんだけど。気のせい。才覚下げるのはいっぱいあるのか。才覚プラ1。とてもじゃないがこれじゃ踊れないだろうなっていう。そうか、才覚マイナスがいっぱいあるんだ。まあちょっと他の人と会話をしてプラスが出るかもしれないから、オプションが出るかもしれないから。
you got us in, cop. I can't believe you got us in. Between you and me,
あ、シンクロし
I don't
た。
know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority. But you really came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater.
あ、音聞いてんのかそれ。掃除してんのかと思った。
The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass.
こいつらにはエネルギーがある。見上げたものだ。
Okay.
ノイド、この教会をどう思う？
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
この教会はどのくらい古いものだと思う？ 300 年以上経っているか？
That's right. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it. On the coast here was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something, but I understand. Alone on an uninhabited archipelago, forced to face themselves and nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude, the sea, perhaps something more fundamental. I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well.
この教会の建築様式はどんなものだ？
A cop who's into building critique. Okay then, this is folk DeLorean.
詳しい。
It's a subset of early DeLorean architecture.
それでドロレス建築というのはどんなものだ？
Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. This is just an homespun version of it. Folksy stuff. Early mass production. They made thousands like this. Does that help you out?
ドロレス建築はどんな見た目をしている？
Like that woman there. Vertical, thin, white. A false image of grandeur. The source of the system is up there. You're at the bottom. They really dug that power vertical. Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know. Married shit. Virtue and tyranny.
俺の見る限りこの教会は白く塗られてないぞ。
Stands to reason it used to be white on the outside before the sea wind took all the paint off.
死体とはどういう意味だ？
Dead bodies of perennial plants. Sigma functions have left this place. It's a good thing we came along. The spiritual collapse has been total.
魂の崩壊だと？
I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, cop man? After a short while, they shuddered and went away. They had sensed that she could no longer see them and that she wasn't like them anymore. What they loved in their mother weren't her body, but whatever it was that made her body live. End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it.
先に聞かせてくれ。それは何の引用だ？
A Sarais man who lived a long time ago, an ancient hardcore brother.
つまり君はイノセンス制度を支持していないのか？
A 3,000-year-old tyrannical regime of history, built and maintained by hundreds of generations of self-appointed intellectuals. It's false core.
だが君たちは伝道者が愛とハードコアを語っていると言っただろう？
I only said unity. One word. Figures of authority always misquote you. Andre doesn't care about the Ecclesiastes. He just wants the operation to run smoothly. And Egg is a demi-beast. You shouldn't listen to what people say. You should listen to what they are.
じゃあ君はダンスミュージックが体制にとって変わるというのか？
Anodic dance music. Regular dance music wasn't hard enough. And yes, I do.
あのガラス細工は気に入ったか？
I don't. Fuck her giving me the evil
あ、ダメ
eye.
なんだ。教会に入りたがっていた君がステンドグラスの窓を嫌うとはな。
I didn't know it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't dance with a giant mass murderer looking at ya. Not a good look for the club.
外すとな、カニ男が出てくるよ。
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love. Mass murder on the floor.
ドロレスについての話か。それでも彼女は人道主義だ。この辺りでは人道主義の影響が大きいんだろう。
Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. Humanism was invented to mass produce billions of humans. Billions of humans can mass produce hundreds of billions of pigs. She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we're living, isn't real life. It's a strategy for some kind of victory against a long dead opponent. But, yo, I'm only annoyed. What do I know?
それでも彼女は綺麗だ。
She invented the beauty you're feeling. Seeing her glass cutters and iconographers, you set the standard, alright? Then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core. That so-called beauty of hers.
じゃあ俺はソフトなのが好きなのかな。というのも
You wouldn't be the first. Millions liked her. She's got those mass murdering lips.
確かにな。でも今時大量殺人者とみんなから責められない者がいるか？
No one says Arno van Eyck is a mass murderer. The Anodic pioneer Rietveld is not a mass murderer. He is not accused of mass murder. Likewise, no one says Jermaine Egghead or Andre are mass murderers. You can live entirely outside that suspicion. Billions of people go about not being guilty of mass murder. Just not her.
彼女にはどうにも恐ろしいものを感じるんだ。
There is. She is a party repellent and must be taken down before we can begin partying in here.
残せ、美しく鋭いガラス細工は取っておけ。あの悲しげな顔と髪を保持するんだ。
The speed freak's eyes narrow with suspicion, as if he's looking at a man possessed.
あれ。
It's not coming down. People are gonna love it. It'll be like our thing. Plus it keeps the cold and the rain out.
彼女は世界の魂の体現者ではなかったか？
The world spirit does not have a body. It has organs. Hardcore is an organ of the world spirit. This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. She's a thief, if you ask me. An organ thief. All innocences are.
彼女は人間だったと思うか？
I like this question, Cop Man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that.
そうだな。ついでにこいつも嫌われてるぞ。
Well, they loved her. They put all their love in her and forgot all about the
無視され
rest of
た。
us.
さてドロレスの話は終わりにしよう。これ以上彼女のことを考えたくはない。
Okay.
ここには慣れてきたか？あ、違うな。もう一度ガラス細工？
The mass murderer.
あ、違うね。
Right, okay.
ここには慣れてきたか？
Hard to say, Cop Man. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the crab man though.
ティアゴ。
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
うん。ティアゴの母の愛とやらが気味悪くはないのか？
Have you been listening to what Egg's been saying? Love is hardcore, man. And the mother's love is the hardest core of all.
すべてハードコアで許される。
The man picks up on stuff. He knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
この場所についてもう少し話をしたい。
Dead body, spirit entered. What is there to talk of? Sure.
チアゴからは教会についてどんな話を聞いた？
The crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
つまりここには死者が眠っているのか。
Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
何のために？
Encasement, confinement of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isla. I think that's what the crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church surrounding it to contain it.
閉じ込めた。話が見えないな。何を閉じ込めたんだ？
I don't know. And it's not something they properly understood
はあ、
either.
そこに関係している。
It's what this sonar person is looking for and trying to measure. It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
君はなぜソーナが失敗すると思う？
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance.
マルティネーズにと呪われた商業地区があったが、海の人々も同じものを閉じ込めようとしていたのかもしれない。
Like a concentric ring spreading out, the struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
その説に何か価値はあると思うか？
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer, Copman. Even I have limits. I'm a limited size person.
まあ実体のないものなら心配する必要ないんじゃないか。
Maybe you can figure things out, Copman. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well.
君はどうしてそこまで疑り深いんだ？
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced.
そういえば君はなぜノイドと呼ばれている？
It's short for paranoid.
変質症を意味するパラノイドを縮めた。理由を聞いても構わないか？物事を疑うとどんないいことがある？
A reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. So I analyze the situation. Exercise caution. Caution is suspicion.
君は何を疑ってる？
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
それじゃあ一番疑わしいものは何だ？
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of. But if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment. The pig-wheat paradigm.
Something is off here. You feel like it should be the other way around.
つまり君は精神病なのか？
Mental illness is a term the powers use to homogenize people. I think I don't reach mental illness. I am merely politically ill, a suspicious element.
右と左のパラダイムと豚と小麦のいざこざの間違いじゃないのか？
No, politics is an inert complex of daily corruption and inane think pieces. The real paradigm is economic, and it concerns pig and wheat. This is where the innovation happens. It's only a theory. I suspect they're breeding a pig-wheat hybrid. Probably in Grad.
右と左の話を詳しく聞かせてくれ。いや別に聞かなくていいんだけどな。
I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity. The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray. Far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's the real centerpiece of this mythology.
肉や小麦を作ることの何が疑わしいんだ？
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
穀物の何が悪い？十分な食料を確保できればもっと偉大なことを成し遂げられるかもしれない。
Yes, having food is means to an end, but the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry.
なるほど、刺激的な議論だった。ここからは他の話を聞かせてくれ。
His eyes flicker.
ああ、君が言っていた真の生き方とはどんなものだ？
But life is true if it's free from fear, an internal division among oneself and others. Mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore.
人はどうやって真の生き方に変えるんだ？
Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face. His eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly. Rejection of the right-left axis. Emphasis on unity. Appreciation of some primordial mode of being. What does that remind you of?
どこかファシズムに似てるな。
Nationalism, militarism, racism, and emphasis on a leader character are totally absent in hardcore.
乏しめるつもりで言ったんじゃない。
He picks up a wrench and scratches his head with it, unaroused by fascism.
君はよくハードコアという言葉を口にするな。どんな意味なんだ？なんか前も聞かなかった？
Dedication, thoughts from the spinal cord. It's a potent superlative as well.
The term also signifies certain varieties of pornography that depict penetration, just so you know.
Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore.
Hardcore!
ああ。ハードコアという言葉は挿入ありのポルノグラフィーにも使われるって知ってたか？曖昧だな。献身と何か別の極上のもの。
Maybe you're being too specific about it. Try consulting with your spinal cord.
なるほどね。考えるな、感じろ。じゃあ君はそうベースにした社会を支持するのか？
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, They are closer to true hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion.
話題を変えよ
Oh yeah, sure
う。
thing.
あら。記録簿を強化した。はいはい。シール貼り付けてね。影受け取ったペリカーナッシス派は愛が信条だ。なんだっけこれ。どうしてそんな服装してる？これなんかこのオプション下がりそうだけど。
They're hardcore.
そうなのか？
They're just clothes.
もう少し深い意味があるのかと思ったが。
It's just a style, you know. Normal hard style. Anyone can wear it.
これは概念化か。元気でな、ノイド。ちょっと一旦オートセーブも入ったし、ここで区切りますか。他にも会話しなきゃいけない。いや、このイベント、会話が長いね。全体通して。まあ、そうですね。クエストの規模も大きかったですからね。まあ、とはいえ、今、ノイドと喋ってて、8割方理解できてなかったし。まあ、でもここにね、エッグヘッドというもっと理解のできない人物との会話もまだ残されてますし、あと、エーシルとソーナか。まあ、この辺の会話をしたらもう、この一連の、まあ、ソーナのクエストと、この4人組のクエスト、一段落つくんじゃないかなって感じはしますが、今回はこの辺で終わりにしましょう。よろしければ次回もご覧ください。ご視聴ありがとうございました。